Hey there! Morning! It is 5 o'clock. It is Tuesday, I am led to believe. It is still October, and yesterday was Monday, meaning that I wasn't streaming yesterday, but was drawing yesterday. If you haven't seen what I was drawing yesterday was this. The prompt was Galaxy Coffee. Galaxies are far easier to draw digitally because you can draw tiny white things on black very easily. So while I like this idea, I'd kind of like to redo it in digital at some point, just to get it to look better. And I just realised that doesn't really fit within the viewfinder that I've got there. Anyway, I'm going to turn that up a little. And I'm going to check in with Discord. Hi, Rach.
Good morning. How's things?
Oh, they've been worse. There we go. Just trying to get that off the screen so I can see what I'm drawing today. How's your day been?
Slow, to be honest.
Hmm?
I've wrapped some birthday and Christmas presents.
Oh. Light acceptable is what I'm drawing today.
Okay.
Acceptable. Got it. I know what I'm doing for this.
Do you?
Yeah.
I should probably watch what you're doing.
Well, it is what you're here for, theoretically speaking. I should put the big glove on.
I usually just sort of...
Occasionally look at what I've done and go, oh god.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much how we interact on Discord as well. I send Rachel garbage day in, day out, and every now and then just get a response of, God, why? I mean, what was it most recently that got that? Because, I mean, eventually, what I said to you today, actually, you gave me a positive response for. Ooh, I will think about that.
Rick, there's no one here, but once people are here, then I will go through some of the messages I've received from you at like 9:05 in the morning when I have one functioning brain cell that I just get the...
And you get a message to indicate I have fewer.
I mean, at 2:30 today, I am sad that there is no causal correlation between tram networks and evil ghosts.
Yeah, that really disappointed me.
That?
So, the story behind that is, I...
Hang on, before you dive into this, what the hell do you want for Christmas?
I have no idea. I'm just going to have to reinstall Huey on again.
That's not going well.
No. Because it's done the usual problem again. Yeah, the usual problem with Christmas is that, yes, there are things that I could think of going, oh, yeah, that would be nice to have. But then I look at how much they cost and go, I don't want anyone else to spend that much money on me. This is something for me to get myself with my own money at some point in the future, rather than...
Do you not just have, like, books you want?
No, not really.
I mean, I looked at a 30 quid bottle of ink.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with books is I'm not a big reader. I more sort of read books that have been recommended to me that are in the house because someone who is a bigger reader than me has read them and gone, here, you'll enjoy this. And I read it and go, you're right, I did. And then don't read anything else for a year. This is why I'm not a good writer, because the comment from Stephen King that what you need to do to be a good writer is read more, and read more. And I think, well, that's something I'm not great at. So I have no aspirations of writing, which is really annoying that I come up with some decent sort of premises for stories and just go, but I can't write this. Right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
to be Stephen King is also a good start to being a good writer. We can't all manage that.
Yeah, Christmas books. Yeah, there's an area that says Christmas books like that. Someone gives you a book and goes, hey, you'll enjoy this. But I can't request that book. I can't say this is a book I'd like for Christmas because the books I know I like because I've read them.
Yeah.
And I've read them because either I have them or someone I know has them and I've borrowed them. As is the case with the rest of the Rivers of London series, which is upstairs that I've started the second one.
Yeah, you need to finish that.
Yeah, I've only just started. I've pretty much got to the point where there's a discussion of what the nature of ghosts are in this setting, somewhere between the immortal essence of the departed and astral pollution. Device connected, it says. Right, work area. Let's tell it where the work area needs to be. It needs to be display 3. Apply that. Now, we can boot up Clip Studio Paint again and actually start drawing.
So, messages, what I have received from Rick at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy!
Messages Rick received from me are things like, how alarmed would you be if we turned up at your house in an hour?
And the responses she gets are, not very, because I'm not there.
Yeah. The next day I got a message from him that just went, your history, you're barely anthropology. Okay. World building idea, sleeper train, which is a sovereign state.
I like that one. This is what I mean by I have these ideas and go, oh, I want this story to exist, but I can't write it.
Can you juggle? With my eyes closed? What about with them open? I'll see.
This is just ones from within the last week, to be fair.
Yeah.
So,
Moriarty Condenser. Group of bored geniuses each commit a murder and have to solve who killed them. Which was... It's not telling me what time that was, but it was quite early.
Was it?
I think so.
Huh.
Oh no, it must have been quite late.
I thought that was just sort of regular daytime, because like you responded to it and everything.
Yorkshire is a little smaller than Connecticut, with a population a little higher than South Carolina, to which the reply was, flight acceptable is the prompt. The reply was, thanks, these are two comparisons that definitely mean a lot to me.
They're Googleable, and for convenience, if you pull up a map of the states, they are both on the East Coast. That is by coincidence, because essentially Connecticut is the largest state smaller than Yorkshire. Yes, the largest state smaller than, not the smallest state larger than. And Virginia is the largest state with a population smaller than Yorkshire.
Oh,
so like they are the two best comparisons for the disparity in population density. Was it West Virginia? No, it was South Carolina, wasn't it? Because West Virginia is not on the Atlantic coast.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm supposed to be drawing an acceptable flight.
Yes. Then this was the first one in the morning. Oh, I won't be at the apartment when you get there, so let yourself in with these. Gives a handful of long black cuboids. What are these? These are my flat keys. To which I replied, oh God.
I think a lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, there aren't a lot of people here, but most of the people hearing this will also have been subjected to that pun in at least one other server.
Person who has only heard the phrase eat your heart out once, Pavarotti, rip your legs off.
This is true though, right? If you've only heard the phrase once, you have no context for the fact that it is specifically eat your heart out. It's just, oh, that's a weird phrase. I kind of see where you're going with it. Pavarotti, rip your legs off. Okay, maybe I didn't see where it was going, given the looks I'm getting on people's faces that look like I've just said something weird. But the other guy said, eat your heart out. I don't feel like I'm in the wrong here.
Yeah, this is what I have to deal with first thing in the morning, and I kind
It's
of
even
enjoy.
worse. She used to live with me.
Yeah, but we didn't speak first thing in the morning back then.
Oh, I just didn't speak first thing in the morning. I don't do much first thing in the morning. To be fair, you're only dealing with it first thing in the morning because you're asleep when I actually say it.
No, you usually say it at like 9 o'clock.
Ah, right. This is second coffee sinking in thoughts you're getting.
Yeah, you get up before me. My first thing in the morning is 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I get up 8:30ish because this means I can leave work early.
I get up 9 o'clock-ish because it means I can go to bed late.
I like having my evenings free.
So do I, but I like having my late evenings free.
Hmm.
Look, if I don't see midnight, I'm sad.
I mean, we see midnight as well. I'm not
Back
good
in
at
the
the whole
days when I
sleeping
had to
thing.
get up at stupid o'clock in the morning, I had to go to bed at stupid o'clock at night, and it was just sad.
Work from home is nice for schedules.
It is. It's great.
I know there are things it's not great for, but like motivation is hard. I spend a lot of my time in a state of, well, information isn't going in.
Yeah, it's bad for motivation. It's really good for doing the washing.
Hmm.
That's nice. And it's not good for doing your Christmas shopping because for two reasons. One, it means that you have to actually go into a shop, which means no, no, it means you can't go into a shop, which means you have to spend more to get the free shipping. You just end up buying a lot of unnecessary stationery.
I'm gonna turn this plane a little.
An enormous pencil. Amazing. Oh dear.
You're breaking up a little.
I'm not cracking up.
I mean, I was wanting to highlight the thing that was unusual and new to me.
Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and seven seas. Everybody's looking for something.
Congratulations on keeping that going while presumably on your end I was completely out of time.
Um, you weren't great, I have to confess.
On my end I was as in time as I could be. Um but yeah. Oh, we weren't close enough for a copyright strike, John.
Um, I would just buy dice, but A, I don't use them. I have one set. I admire them occasionally, and then I put them away again. And two, they're not sold or the Lind shop, which is where I did most of my Christmas shopping last year. Well, no, last year, the year before. Whenever I was last shopping in person, which was a while ago, weirdly.
Hmm. Come on, green screen, you can cope. You
I
can't
can't
cope.
see that.
No, green screen is not coping.
No.
It will not show you my fanciest. Shiny math rocks.
Come on.
Planes are hard.
As in, like, flat things?
I thought you were watching the drawing.
So, Richard.
So, Rachel.
I didn't really have anything to say on that. See what a mum's got to.
I'm now going to look up a reference image of a plane because drawing one from memory is apparently not working out for me. No, it's really not. Because they don't do that for one thing.
My friends just said, I think I use data for direct stuff, this data show, and data for indirect, like we're going to analyse the data. Like caramel and caramel, aunt and aunt. Depends on the mood, the lunar cycle. If Mercury is in Gatorade. Well, I laughed.
I'm just off put by Carmel.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Carmel's a name. I know someone called Carmel. It's not a way of saying caramel.
American.
Hmm?
I'm just wrapping Christmas presents here. Not for you, weirdly.
Mm.
You know what you want for Christmas. I mean, that's a lie. Also, because I have already got you what you're getting for Christmas.
Why do you keep asking me?
Because Mum hasn't. And I'm a kind and responsible daughter. Oh my God.
Let's move this plane up a bit so I can actually draw the whole damn plane. Because that seems like a good thing to do while trying to draw a plane. When you say "Are they high, John?" Were you talking about planes, or the person who was talking about how they pronounce things depending on their mood, including calling caramel a person?
Not high, just American. difference between the two? Apparently. Allegedly.
I may. What's the prompt? Flight acceptable. Yeah, I may be edging on some people's definitions of the word acceptable.
Is it going to have feet?
No, no. That's not where this is going.
How's it getting there then?
It's an aeroplane.
It's going to fly. What would you have drawn if there was a comma in the middle of the prompt? What? I don't understand.
If it were flight, comma, acceptable. Good question. I don't know.
I don't think it was a question, actually. I know it was a question. I'm syntaxing all over the place. It's not great.
As evidenced by the phrase syntaxing all over the place.
Way too amused. It's a bad sign.
I'm going to have to come in at some later date and fix that hand.
Question mark has been retrieved.
Hmm?
I said the question mark has been retrieved.
Yeah, you did.
Well, if you look at the chat, you'll understand why. Honestly, it's probably funnier this way.
Yes, I see. That hand is a complete mess. I'm just going to rub it out and redraw it later. That one's not much better.
Neither are you.
This is why I draw feet. Artists, one simple hack on how never to draw hands again. If you put the word artist in sufficient air quotes.
The feet of the leg.
You know, calling gloves hand shoes is normal enough on a linguistic scale. Hello. But no one ever calls gloves hand socks. Sorry, calls socks hand gloves. Foot gloves.
How's that working out for you?
Slowly. Where's that
Badly.
coffee? Some people may wonder why I drink coffee like this. What you can't necessarily see because of how the green screen's working is the spoon. I used to wear glasses before the opticians told me I didn't have to anymore because my eyes are like that. They obey no common sense. But the problem with stopping wearing glasses and drinking coffee with a spoon in is you start stabbing yourself in the eye with a spoon that there used to be a sheet of plastic in the way of. So you have to improvise.
I can see a fairly easy solution to this. I have to confess.
You're wrong. It's not there. Stop looking.
Hmm.
This is the only way. I've considered all avenues.
I see. No one's buying it.
Magnets would be the solution, but the problem is dishwasher safeness.
They'd just stick to the side of the dishwasher, wouldn't they?
Potentially next to best case scenario, yes. They definitely wouldn't stay attached to the mug. They're a demonstration of why I referred to Humphrey as chaotic helpful. As Humphrey will help your ideas come about, whether or not they're good ones. Because some people just want to watch the world learn the hard way. There are so many ideas that I've had that I wouldn't have known were bad were it not for Humphrey helping them come to be. Now, this isn't to say that Humphrey universally uses these powers for evil. Just that those times are fun. I need to move this plane down again, or do I just need to shrink it? I think I just need to shrink it now. I think I've run out of canvas space in all directions. Best case scenario is that your dishwasher awakens to sentience and becomes superpowered engine of destruction and dish cleaning. I mean, I would settle for a dishwasher being superpowered engine of dish cleaning, rather than having to take things out and hand wash them after they've been through one cycle because it's just baked stuff on. And that's the right hand. And Neris has caught on to what is happening. It's amazing that I have to redraw a hand this many times for them to realise I'm drawing a hand. That is a sad indictment of the attempts I have made before at drawing hands.
We just thought it was a terrible aeroplane.
I mean, it is, but it's a terrible aeroplane with hands.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, but I wasn't really watching, I'll be honest.
I mean, the amount of times that I've said that's a terrible hand, I would have hoped.
Listening either.
This explains so much. Right. The other thing I've done wrong is drawn that hand massive. Let's put it there-ish and see what that looks like from a distance. No, everything needs to shrink again. Planes are big. Big things have big hands. What am I using as my reference for judgment of acceptable? They have little legs for landing gear. Thankfully for everyone, this plane is not landing. Like, not just it's not landing at the moment. Thankfully for everyone, this is not coming to the ground near you. Let's try and make the angles match so it's a more symmetrical shrug. Jen, what was your nothing new there in response to, by the way? I'm slow with catching up with chat. Because I feel like it was in response to something that I said out loud. But I forget what those are. Skirting the edge of someone's definition of acceptable? Yeah. I'm on the right layer. I hate to get to this point and do something wrong. Now, the only promise that I made at the top of the video was no feet. I feel like this should have been predictable. Oh, hey, this is the second plane I've ever drawn, and it has twice as many hands as the other one.
I don't know what to do with that.
Statistically, in my drawings, it appears civilian aircraft have more hands than military aircraft. The first plane had a non-zero number of hands. Yes, it had one. If you want to look up previous videos and see Bomber Watch. Is getting told off for suggesting that I drew little legs for landing gear. Chaotic, helpful. This is flight acceptable. Hello. Yes. I'm drawing a plane that might be a bad idea. It has hands because it's quite hard to shrug without them. Ah. And I know that I drew grey around this one, so I'm going to change my mind there. Because I'm going to have the engines in a different colour. To go with the tail thingamabobs. I don't know, I'm not a plane person. Lines. Do the nose cone mabob in the same colour. Yeah. Oh, now I've got from a distance on the brain. Right. Have I got everything? No, I haven't. Thinking with layers. Surprised it doesn't have a face. You can shrug without a face. Things without faces are acceptable. Ah, missed something. What have I missed?
Don't you ever think before saying something like that you probably don't want to know the answer?
What I missed?
Yeah.
It's weird how sort of... This colour is just grey. but looks surprisingly fleshy.
That's
a sentence I'm not qualified to take back.
yeah. I don't want to know any of the answers, quite frankly.
A wise choice. You wouldn't want to be at that altitude without, would you? That is great. If I turn off the background, you can see it is just grey. It just looks yellow against the blue that I've put in the background. But does it still look beige when I take off the background?
Fleshy, fleshy, fleshy.
Hmm. Okay. You know when you can just tell because of how long something's taking to do that you've done something wrong?
No.
Hmm. It's a surprisingly common thing in digital art. You sort of bucket fill, and it hesitates for a while, and you go, you're bucket filling the whole screen, aren't you? Let's put a screen layer on that. See you, John. Still there then.
More or less.
This is the long bit where I just sort of futz around with shading quietly for a while, thinking, how do shadows fall on things? Or how does light fall on things? Questioning every intuit I have. Rachel occasionally coughs to remind me that I'm not alone in this Discord.
I'm all alone. Would have helped if I could actually, if I knew more of that song than that, but whatever.
I don't even know what song it was, to be honest.
I'm all alone.
Oh, you remember more of it, have you?
By myself. Some Spamalot.
Ah, yeah. It's weird because I occasionally break into singing a song from Spamalot as well. But the one that I remember, the only one that I remember, so I keep coming into is once in every show there comes a song like this. It starts off soft and low and ends up with a kiss. Oh, where is the song that goes like this? A sentimental song, it casts a magic spell. We all will hum along, we'll overact like hell, singing the song that goes like this.
You see, I work 9-5, and everybody. Hello, mother. I'm assuming it is mother. And
And
Fred.
Fred.
So I work
Yeah.
from 9 till 5, and everybody else works 8-4. So 4 o'clock, I start singing all by myself, but I don't have a Patsy. Hello, Mummy.
Morning.
Not any mushy peas yet.
Oh, that's a problem. If you want to
Make
eat mushy
pie and
peas.
peas a bit tricky.
Yeah. We do have some frozen, don't we? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the riveting Titley family conversation, as usual.
On today's episode, how do you pie and peas without peas?
I went next door with a tin of tomatoes to replace the tin that I'd borrowed, and a couple of fat scamps for Dom and Gay. And an hour later, I managed to escape.
Sounds about right.
And I thought, I've got 5 minutes to pop round with these before he starts drawing.
Look, Mum, no feet.
Indeed.
That's not at all horrifying.
How does it land?
Oh,
Hopefully it
don't
doesn't. I like the sense of altitude between me and this thing.
So,
Could do what next door's doing, actually, and order a Chinese.
we could do what next door's doing and order a Chinese. Would you like me to do what next door's doing and order a Chinese?
Yeah, I've got cash. Zing zing.
Oh, they're not on Just Eat, are they?
No,
Oh, you can
I've
do.
just had this conversation with Gay.
That's who they're
Yeah.
ordering from as well.
Yes.
Yes.
We should have combined forces so they're not having to drive out twice.
Oh. Do we order online from Xing Xing? Or do you phone them up?
You phone them.
Right, so when you phone them, you say, I understand the next door neighbours are placing an order as well. Put them on the same delivery. Save somebody coming out here twice.
Feel free.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past the delivery drivers to figure that out themselves. Rip.
Sorry, what do you want, Rachel?
Sweet and sour chicken, please.
Friday.
Yes, please.
Right. I'll mute myself.
Yeah, wrong eraser. I think what I want there is more of a blur tool anyway. Soften that down a bit. Lighter shade of plain. And let's put some nice happy clouds in behind it, shall we? Let's go in with that. Maybe a bit of that. And then
Really not helping, keyboard.
Rachel,
Pardon?
have you still got cash on you?
There's some in that envelope on the bookcase.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Um, it is. Hang on. I'm just.
It wasn't us she was helloing.
Oh, she's not muted herself.
No, well, I think she just unmuted herself and then hopefully remuted herself again?
Yes.
Sorry, just arranging things with next door.
Ah.
being environmentally friendly, so they only have to send one driver out.
Mm.
They may not take cash, but he recognised their system recognised my phone number, and he said 6 Springview.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining this Acceptable Airlines flight. We'll be arriving somewhere you don't hate at a time that's all right. Flight acceptable. Yeah. It's a thing that I've drawn, isn't it?
Yeah. You have correctly identified it as a thing.
Yeah.
You know, I said that I couldn't cope with watching your mouth at the same time as listening to you talking because you were out of sync.
Oh,
And
did
you
you realise
thought-
that wasn't the problem?
And you thought it was possibly because I was watching on YouTube and listening on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm now watching and listening on Discord, and your mouth and your
How are you watching
Beats
on
are still-
Discord?
Hmm?
Oh, because I posted the link in Discord. Yeah, I mean, you're still watching YouTube, just on Discord.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's even slower. Even
Yeah,
better.
all I did was I have not gone to a YouTube screen as such. I've just clicked on the screen on Discord and
Yeah.
gone to full screen.
Yeah, but that is it's a YouTube embedded link within
Right.
Discord, so you are still watching Discord.
YouTube.
Watching YouTube, yes.
Okay.
I should stop drawing. So, if I take off that, that's sort of a roughly nice sky texture, isn't it? And then I put shiny bits on, and shady bits on, and some colour. Yeah, I'm going to stop drawing now. Because I'm not making it any better. It's just sort of acceptable.
Thank you, dear. See you later.
Yeah. And anyone else, see you tomorrow for whatever that is.
Oh God.
Bye.